What's up, Rube? It's Little Big Robots back with another video. Today I'm going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Prime Universe Arcee Generations robot thing. I'm trying to... This table, just horrible. Basically, it is a version of Arcee. Arcee, I believe, is the only female Transformer. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do they even have genders in Transformer? I don't know. But one reason I wanted to get this one is because I wanted to collect all of the Arcee toys. This is the Bumblebee. I reviewed this one back on my channel if you want to go back and watch it. This is the Bumblebee, what do you call it? The Studio Series Bumblebee Brawn. And what I believe that's referring to is Studio Series, meaning the toys or the robots or the characters or whatever from the actual series of shows, like the cartoon or whatever, or in this case, the Bumblebee movie. And this is Brawn from that movie. So it took me a while to figure it out. I'm not a Transformer person, but I've always liked a lot of their options. But I didn't really want to get into them until I saw this guy. I had two Transformers when I was a kid that I have really, three I should say, that I have really great memories with. That is, one is Mirage, the F1 Indy car, I guess it is. I need to buy a new Mirage or get the old one again. And then I had the yellow Lamborghini. If somebody remembers that yellow Lamborghini's name, I can't remember off the top of my head. I need to look it up. I had it. I brought it to school, and it was stolen out of my locker as a child, and I have extreme trauma from that event. And then the red fire truck, which I actually bought a used one, so I believe it was, I can't remember the red fire truck's name. But anyway, so other than that, I've never gotten back into Transformers since then. I've seen them grow and stuff, but frankly, a lot of them look really, really cheap. They don't look very good. And then the robot version, which is the most important version to me, doesn't look that good until I came across this Brawn. I mean, I've seen others, but until when I saw this Brawn, I was like, I've got to start collecting. So I've picked out 5 or 6 different ones I want to, characters I want to get. I got this Brawn. I got a few other ones from the Bumblebee series, and I wanted Arcee. And Arcee is, in this case, she's turned into a motorcycle. So the motorcycle itself actually I think looks pretty good. There's some real obvious giant bits here that the engineering does a pretty good job of hiding. But as I'm going to talk to you as I attempt to untransform, what would the term be? Detransform? Transform backwards? I'm not as much of a fan of parts that come off either. Like this Brawn, I loved them so much because everything is self-contained within the bot to transform into the vehicle. And the vehicle looks futuristic and robotic. It doesn't look, excuse me, I need to get a new table. I'm trying some new, reviewing things here. I like that the robot looks kind of futuristic and robotic. It doesn't look like it's Earth type. But this one is more of an Earth vehicle. As you can see, though, as I take the bits off, though, it definitely starts to see, like there's the real obvious, there's her head and stuff like that. It's got the usual thing where, or one of the usual things, I should say, where the legs and the arms, you can kind of see where those go. But at the same time, it works really well, like I said, for I guess you would say, a female Transformer who seems to have, or is allowed to have, I guess, a bit more of a curvy kind of shape. Now I'm going to be getting this half wrong. I was smart enough to know there's no way I'm going to try and transform this into the motorcycle while filming, because that would take 422 days and it can be a little bit of a nightmare. So there you go. You got to kick her shoulders up. There's some really, really intricate little bits of engineering in these Transformers, which really makes it interesting. Hold on, is that how that goes? No, that needs to go the other way. So that goes, there we go. That's what you got to do. Let's see if I can do like this. There we go. There you go. So you can start to see her come together. I believe that snaps down in there. There's her ginormous legs. So these go up like this. I'm doing pretty good. So these fold down. Not bad. And of course, this takes mere seconds in the show and or in the cartoon. This comes out like that. Foot. The feet I'm not a fan of. I want a foot that whenever it's done transforming, I want a bot that looks like a bot. If that makes sense. And a lot of transformers don't. So I usually judge them more based on their bot look, because that's how I'm going to have it on the shelf. That's how I'm going to mess with it. You know what I mean? This comes down like this. So I do like this tire splitting. It's a bit freaky. I like that they included this nice blue. That's pretty cool. And then, oh yeah, there we go. And then that sort of thing. Yes, that's right. These additional parts are just like effects parts. I'm going to leave those off because you can put those wherever. Oh, do the wheels come off? Yes, this thing comes out. So again, you're releasing a part, but I'm going to leave that off for now. Let's see. Let's leave that like that. Where does that go? There we go. It folds at the back more. Okay, so that's pretty much her. So what I like to see is whenever it's done transforming, that it has kind of the usual bodiness about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, for example, his feet, they have a little bit of a toe crunch, but they crunch more that way, which I'm fine with. He has normal legs bending, so you can do him in what would look like a normal robot mode, but he has this weird thing that pops out. His knee will pop out. That's part of the transformation. I don't mind that because it will hold its position pretty well. It's a pretty tight little thing, and it also it will, once you have that pose, it's going to hold that pose. It hasn't given me any issues yet. This one seems to be a little bit loose there in the center, and I don't know, is that supposed to poke down in there pretty? I don't know if it's supposed to like go down in there, but anyway, she kind of tends to get a little bit annoying. But the bot's cool looking. I could definitely do without these giant things on the side. I'm glad that these parts in the back are removable. What I'm always tempted to do is go ahead and take these guys apart and remove all the extra stuff and just make them a cool looking bot, which kind of defeats the purpose, of course, but that's why I'm getting things. This is, a Little Big Robots channel. It's not a Little Bit of Vehicles, really, although I do a couple of vehicles. So to me, it's more important that it looks cool like that, which is why I liked her. I thought it was cool. Plus, it was on sale. I thought that was a really cool looking. Even from the back, it's not bad. It just looks like a kind of a Gunpla, how a Gunpla, or a Gundam, I should say, has an inner frame, and that inner frame, is covered by an armor pieces and stuff like that. So it'd actually be kind of interesting to see. Those look like they almost pop off, like that armor piece right there. Oh, it does. Look at that. Let's see if we can pop that off. Really? That would just pop off? No way. Look how loose it is. Oh, it slides. That's why. But still, it'd be kind of interesting to see if if you removed a lot of those extra bits like these parts, how would she look after that? And I think she would just be a cool looking bot. Really, really cool. Just kind of a quick video to show you some of the other little bots I've gotten. This is still my favorite. I love that look, that linebacker look. I just think that's so cool looking. It's very Space Marine, and the vehicle is really cool. This one, I like the bot look, but I do not care for the vehicle. I don't care about a motorcycle, being that she's not supposed to be that tall. To a human, like a human could ride her around, so she's like human size. It's kind of weird. But anyway, not a bad transformer at all. Much prefer this. I'm going to keep moving. I've got about 7 of them that I want to collect. If you have any recommendations for cool ones that kind of have this grunt look here, where they just kind of look tough and stuff, but they're also nice and compact, let me know. Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.